Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got a short track race for you here. We are in the SK Modified Open Setup Series, and we are going out for qualifying here at Lanier. Gonna try to see if we can put a quick time in. Series I have not run for a couple of seasons. Thought it would be fun to try to test my skills again, see if I could build a setup and take some of the driving techniques that I've learned, you know, and see if they would translate over to this series and see if I'd be any faster. So it's definitely not going to be easy to compete with some of the quick drivers in this, but going to try to do the best that I can and see if I can actually get anywhere. Qualifying's not a very good lap. Able to improve slightly, but way off the pace. Just didn't get a good run. You can see the two managed to put up a quick lap, so probably could have been a little bit faster had I not lost it. The second lap, maybe we could have been into the ones. Unfortunately, starting on the outside, so it's gonna have to hope that the setup is decent, that I can save tires for the 40 laps, or you know, most of it, and just try to not get freight train sent down the bottom. 16 cars in total. We are car number 5, so iRacing expects us to pick up a few spots and get to the top 8. No cautions, so see if we can avoid getting into any problems. Try to keep it as clean as possible. That's going to be the biggest goal for sure, is to try to keep it clean. Love having this plexiglass A-pillar now. It's so nice to be able to have that vision to me. Like, I can actually be able to look into the corners to the apexes now. I can see a lot more in front. I think for anybody running, you know, the modifieds, SK or Turbo mods, it's definitely going to be a big improvement, but especially for me running a single screen where I'm on a very small FOV, very limited in terms of what I can see. Being able to have that extra view is, I think that's just huge. So got session best lap up, start behind car number 9. Hopefully we can try to just get a decent start, try to work our way. With us starting so far behind, my original goal was to, you know, want to end up about 10th and a half off the race winner for average lap. I don't know if that's going to happen just because of how far we're starting back. You know, we're already going to be probably 3/4 of a second to a second or so behind. So maybe 10th and a half, 2/10, something like that. That would still keep us, in theory, a little over half a lap back. But, you know, just going to try to do the best we can. I would love to try to get to a top 5. Doubt anything more than that will be very attainable because of how hard it is to pass in these cars. But it's going to do what we can, try to avoid contact, and
let's go.
Try to see what we can do. Trying to get inside the 9. Not liking hearing 3 wide. Got the 13 going all over the place. He wrecks. Thankfully, the 7 had to back out to avoid the 13, so that gave us the shot to get to the inside. Got the 1 right here. We're going to try to follow him up through. I am using a little bit of brake to get into the corners. It's more or less just a safety kind of thing to set the car, you know, not like I really need a ton of it. Have the car set up fairly loose, so hopefully the back half of the run, it, you know, just becomes a neutral feeling instead of too tight. So just got to make sure I don't get on the throttle too much. See some side-by-side racing up here. We've got the 7 triangle to our inside, opened up the door. Contact between the 1 and the 16. 16 is going to go down and take out. Did not take out the 4. I thought he would. Must have made contact, but didn't take him out. So up to 6th at least. Can still see the leaders in sight, which is a good thing. Excuse me, can't see the leaders, but got
best lap in this session. The car ahead has just done it.
almost the leader up front. Sorry, you can see the 1 taking off big time, so just trying to get settled in, see if we can start pulling away from the 7. Really just focused out front. Got to sacrifice lap times a little bit. Can't run quite as much of an arc into the corners as I would like to because we've got the 7 trying to look to our inside, so can't really open up that lane for him until we start to see if we pull away. He makes contact with us, although fortunately iRacing assigns us the blame for that. So fortunately no 0x this race, but not really sure what else I could have done differently there. Maybe I slowed up a little bit more, and that was why I got the blame assigned to me, but didn't really feel like I did too much wrong there. So keeping pace with the 4. We're 10 in, 20 or 30 to go. Going to be 29 this time by, so hopefully we can just kind of ride with these guys for the first half of the race, maybe 2/3 or so, and then start to find a pace to move our way up. 4 is going to look on the inside of the 14. Try to follow the 4 through on the inside here.
Still there.
Almost thought about trying to get inside the 4, decided to back out on that one. 4 is definitely cutting down. I think we might have the pace to be able to get him as well, which could potentially put us in the 4th if the 7 isn't able to get by us. 7's working his way by the 14 right now.
That was at 13.25.
Don't feel too bad about the pace, given where I started and the fact that I haven't done one of these in quite a while.
You've just done a car high.
Gonna try to get to the inside of the 4 here, see if we can get by him. He's gonna cut down on us. I, again, don't really think that I did anything wrong there. I probably had the position, you know, I wasn't completely alongside of him, but close enough, and he tried to cut down. I mean, he was pretty aggressive with that when you're gonna block like that and try to cut down. I'm not just gonna give it up, so we'll watch the replay, see. If it really was my fault, I will definitely send him an apology if he's still in, but, you know, I don't know. I think from the ways he was cutting down across from me before that it was probably more or less him just trying to do that rather than me actually being there. Check the gap at the line, see where we are. We're 1.8 back to the 3. Not sure if we'll be able to get there to him, but gonna see if we got any pace. Pulling away from the 7 at least. Gonna try to hit the 15 in the right spot.
You're halfway home. Clear outside.
Able to get by him. Unfortunately, had to take a little bit of a tighter exit to make sure that we got by him out of the corner. Losing about a 1/10 of a second to the 3.
V4.
Super happy to be in 4th. It's you know, a lot better than I expected. I mean, after a terrible qualifying effort, it's better than what I expected to be, and comfortably pulling away from the 7 behind. So no real pressure for position if we do happen to have any issues. Gotta watch out for both of these lap cars here. They're running side by side. Hopefully we can follow one of them through depending on which one ends up being faster. Don't really want to be held up too much by these guys. 12 kind of loses it there in the middle of 3 and 4. We've got a ton of lap traffic now to contend with. That's going to kill us trying to get to the 3. 12 moves up high for us. We're going to try to get out inside of the 10 as well. I think he just loses it off the corner. So we'll have the 11 to contend with after that. We lost a little bit of time to the 3 through that exchange by the 12 and the 10. Now I'm just overdriving the car trying to get there. 10's kind of all over the place, or 11's all over the place. Not sure where we're going to be able to catch him and get by. He goes way high in the corner. Thank you to him for letting us by. We've got a wreck. Front stretch, looks like 7 was involved in that. Not sure if he got involved with the 12 and the 10, the issue they had when we got by them.
The gap in front is now 6-3.
Cars are still sitting there. That's 7 sitting there, it looks like. So, looks like we shouldn't have anybody at all behind us for 5th. You can see it's the 14 who is 5 seconds back, so... And we are slowly catching up on the 3, however, we've got 10 to go, so I don't think we're going to be able to get there and get by him unless something major happens, but definitely going to give it my best effort. Just happy to know that I've probably got pace on him right now, that we're probably 3rd fastest car on the track. That makes me pretty happy, given that, again, it's the first race of this series that I've run in quite a long time. I feel like on one side, you know, it's not as fun because it's a lot of tire, a lot of grip for a little horsepower. But the other side is I kind of like it because it's going to force you to have a lot of momentum to ensure that you don't do anything to kill that momentum, which, you know, should translate to other series as well. See, the 16 was blinking there. 3's able to get by him. I come across the line to have 5 to go. Clipped the wall barely at the start-finish line. Thankfully, I don't think it should have done any real damage. Not sure if we're even going to get to the 16 by the time the race is done, as we've got 4 to go this time. It looks like we should get to him. Again, don't think I have a shot to get to the 3 at all, but at least I know, for the most part, I had the pace to be catching them. Got to watch out for the 7 coming out of the pits. Hitting everybody at the wrong time. 7 was coming out of the pits, so I had to stay a little high. Got the 16. We're going to try to clear him. 7 should be fairly quick with fresh tires and a fast repair, so tire fall-off isn't huge in these, but the heat does change it. We've got the white flag this time. Hopefully the 7's respectful. Doesn't send it in.
Clear outside.
Kind of looked to the outside, fell back a little bit. Looks like kind of decided to bail and give us the respectful thing. So, able to bring it home in 4th.
Well done, Jake. Great drive. That's a podium.
Looks like actually somehow the 3 disconnected right before the finish. I don't know. That's weird. It's got me in 3rd, and CrewChief thinks we finished 3rd, but we'll have to see where we actually finished. I thought we were 4th, and he crossed the line first, but we'll have to take a look and see. Let's go see what happened between us and the 4. Try to fast forward, get to where that happened. Shortly after getting by the 14. Alright, so let's rewind it here. We'll see coming across the line to start 16. This is in 1 and 2. Kind of looked inside, he pushed up. Ah, that was actually netcode, it looks like. So I was not as far up on him as I thought. However, I was still turning down, and he was definitely headed for the inside line, so he was going to be chopping across the nose regardless. So that's how we had that issue there with him. I don't know. I mean, don't really feel like there was apology there. He disconnected anyways, but don't really feel like there's anything there needed. So that's kind of how that one happened. You have to let me know if you think I should have backed off a little bit more, if you would have done the same thing and just held the line, if he should have, you know, kind of conceded the inside line if he was cutting down. Again, it seems like he was cutting across quite a bit. So I don't know. I kind of wasn't going to let him just keep chopping down constantly when we were starting to gain position on him. Probably could have waited a lap or two, though, given the fact that we were picking up on him and waited for a little bit of a cleaner opportunity. So feel free to leave comments. Let me know about that one below. Let's go take a look at the results, though. See if we were actually able to squeak out of the 3rd. I'll feel really bad if we did because, while we were catching the 3, we were definitely not faster than him. Fortunately, only one split, really weak overall because of that 1567. It did actually count us in third. Somehow the 3 disconnected right beforehand, so it put him a lap down. So we would have been third, able to keep myself within the goal of being within a tenth of the leader. That was the 1. Managed to be just about a tenth off or so, a little over 10th. So was not the fastest car on the track at all. But I feel like I had a decent setup for the entire race, and it didn't fall off, and we were able to avoid most of the wrecks. While the 14 was a 500 I-rated driver. That's crazy. Guess that's what happens when you have the single splits. The 16 was a 400. That I've not really run too many races with people that were that low that were official. So I guess that's what happens when you hit this time slot and then the single split. But able to gain 51 I rating, so it gets us over 2200. Lost 0.18 on the safety, but looks like a lot of people had some instance. 12 was just, throwing the bumper and trying to get by people. Not the cleanest run there, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that. Definitely a little something different. May still run these throughout the season, as the tracks that I have and that I enjoy. Try the best I can, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Again, feel free to leave any comments below about my analysis with the contact with the 4 or net code there in the past, as well as anything else. Just love hearing from you guys in general. So remember to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Until the next one, hopefully all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.